When people first hear about Apple TV, their first reaction is usually doubt. Why would anyone buy a separate box when smart TVs already come with apps like Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, and Prime Video? It seems unnecessary at first glance. For years, I had the same thought. After all, when you walk into an electronics store, you see rows of high-end TVs from brands like Samsung, LG, Sony, and TCL. These TVs are sold as smart devices with 4K and even 8K panels, powered by platforms like Google TV, Webos, or Tizen. On the surface, it looks like everything you need is already built in. But the truth is different once you actually use these smart TV systems for months or years. At first, they feel exciting and modern. You can stream your favorite shows and browse YouTube with ease, but slowly, their weaknesses begin to show. Apps start slowing down. Navigation becomes laggy. Updates are either rare or make things worse. What once felt like a smart experience starts to feel outdated and frustrating. This is the point where many people begin to realize the gap between built-in TV software and a dedicated device like the Apple TV. The Apple TV may look like a small, black box, but inside, it is very powerful. Unlike most smart TVs that use weak processors, Apple gives this device the same family of chips found in iPhones and iPads. This makes a huge difference. Navigation feels smooth, apps open quickly, and movies play without delays. Even after years of use, the Apple TV stays fast and reliable. It does not slow down the way most smart TVs eventually do. From the first day to 5 years later, the performance feels almost the same. This long-lasting speed is one of the biggest reasons Apple TV stands out. Apple TV is also built for people who care about picture and sound quality. It supports 4K resolution, HDR10, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos. This means that if you have a good television, you can unlock its full potential. You are not limited by poor built-in software. Another impressive feature is color calibration with an iPhone. In less than a minute, you can adjust your TV's colors for a professional level. Picture. The result is brighter, sharper, and more natural images that make everything movies, sports, or even YouTube look better. One of the biggest strengths of Apple TV is its clean and simple interface. If you have used an iPhone or an iPad before, it feels instantly familiar. Apps are neatly arranged on the home screen, and moving around is smooth. There are no distracting ads or messy menus. Unlike most smart TVs, where updates often make things slower or more cluttered, Apple TV keeps the experience polished and easy to use. It is designed with the user in mind, not for pushing ads or collecting data. Over time, this difference becomes very clear, and it makes everyday use much more enjoyable. The Siri remote may look small and simple, but it is carefully designed. It has tactile buttons that are easy to feel and use. The touchpad lets you swipe quickly through menus, while the circular gesture feature makes scrubbing through videos smooth and precise. There's also a dedicated Siri button for voice commands, which adds convenience. Another smart feature is Find My integration. If you ever misplace the remote, you can locate it instantly with your iPhone. This solves one of the most common frustrations in every living room. Apple TV becomes even more powerful when you connect it with other Apple devices. With AirPlay, you can share photos, videos, or even your entire screen from an iPhone, iPad, or Mac to the big screen in seconds. FaceTime on Apple TV is another exciting feature. By placing your iPhone near the TV, you can enjoy full-screen video calls that feel more natural and immersive. Automatic AirPods pairing is also very useful. Put your AirPods in, and Apple TV connects instantly, letting you watch late at night without disturbing anyone. Even Siri feels smarter on Apple TV. You can ask it to play a show, find movies by actor, or even rewind with subtitles if you missed a line. These small touches make the experience seamless and enjoyable. Apple TV is more than a streaming device. It connects you to Apple's full range of services. With Apple Arcade, you can play console-style games right on your TV, using a controller for a better experience. Apple Fitness Plus turns your living room into a gym with guided workouts on the big screen. Apple Music transforms your TV into a concert hall, filling your space with rich, immersive sound. And of course, the App Store adds even more possibilities, giving you thousands of apps beyond streaming covering entertainment, productivity, and more. Apple TV is not just for watching shows and movies. It also works as the brain of your smart home. With HomeKit integration, you can control lights, locks, thermostats, and cameras directly from your TV, even when you are away from home. Apple TV keeps everything connected and secure. Imagine Watching a movie and getting a notification that someone is at your front door. If you have a HomeKit-enabled doorbell, you can see and talk to them on your TV screen without even pausing the film. Features like this make Apple TV feel both futuristic and practical in everyday life. Now let's talk about price. The Apple TV 4K starts at $129 for the 64GB Wi-Fi model, and $149 for the 128GB Ethernet model. When you compare this to smartphones that cost over $1,000 or premium TVs that cost several thousand, Apple TV feels surprisingly affordable. Most people will find the 64GB model more than enough since movies and shows stream from the cloud, but if you want to download larger games or store content offline, the 128GB option is there for only a small extra cost. Apple TV in 2025 is far more than just a streaming box. It is a powerful, reliable, and long-lasting hub for your living room. It makes your TV smarter, your entertainment smoother, and your smart home more connected, whether it's watching movies, playing games, joining workouts, or controlling your home devices. Apple TV delivers a complete experience, unlike most smart TVs. It doesn't slow down or feel outdated after a few years. Instead, it stays fast, polished, and useful for a long time. Apple TV becomes even more valuable if you already use other Apple devices. It works hand in hand with iPhones, iPads, Macs, and AirPods. Everything connects seamlessly, and the experience feels natural. For Apple users, the Apple TV doesn't feel like an optional accessory. It feels like an extension of the devices you already use every day. So, is Apple TV worth it in 2025? The answer is yes. It brings performance, quality, and integration that smart TVs simply can't match. It upgrades your TV, adds new features, and connects your entire Apple ecosystem in one place. At a fair price, it gives you a premium experience that lasts for years. Apple TV is not just about streaming, it's about making your living room smarter, faster, and more future-ready.